Hi, I'm Tim from ilis, and we will be doing the unboxing and initial setup of your StrainScope Flex together. First, we open up the transport case, and we can remove the accessories box and 3 cables. Underneath the first layer is the rest of the StrainScope Flex, starting with the light box. Then we have the railing in the back. And finally, the camera. Before we start with setting up the Flex, we will take a look into the accessories box, where the first thing is behind this small cover. You can find the manuals. Then we have some optical components, but for now we will just focus on the objective lens and put it together to our StrainScope Flex. Now for assembling, we start with attaching the railing using those 2 screws. When applying those screws, please make sure that there is no gap between the railing and the light box. Okay? Then we can set up the camera. You can simply put it on the railing, sliding it in from the top, and then securing it with the screw on the side. In order to apply the objective lens, it's important that you remove the lid from the camera and the lid from the objective. Screwing it on using the C-mount, make sure to not apply excessive force here. In order to not lose those, make sure to put them into the accessories box. Now the last step would be applying the cables, starting with the camera cable and gently putting it into the camera and tightening the screws on top. To not obscure your camera view, please make sure to secure the cable on the back. Then we connect the light box to the PC using this USB connection. And the last cable is for the power supply. Above that, you can also see the switch for turning on the StrainScope later. Now you would connect the StrainScope to the PC system, and you would be able to start measuring in circular polarization mode. Now we are going to change the StrainScope to linear polarization and see how we can use both of those measuring methods. In order to change it to linear polarization, we need some additional optical parts and our suction cup. Let's start with the suction cup and removing the protective glass here. There is a lot of force required to lift that up, so don't be too gentle. It's connected with 4 magnets to not lose it during transport. Now we remove the circular polarizing filter and replace it with the linear polarizing filter. After doing that, we will reapply the protective glass, and now we head towards adding the additional quarter wave plate that we have prepared here. For this, we need to remove the camera first. I undid 2 of the connections in the back to be able to place the camera to the side carefully, and then we will add the quarter wave plate, again simply by sliding it over the top and securing it with the screw on the side. Then we reapply the camera And there we have our setup for linear polarization. Of course, after connecting the StrainScope to the PC, we would be able to use it with linear polarization. If you should want to change back to circular polarization, now after the initial setup, you can simply remove the quarter wave plate by using the screw in the center and removing this part and exchanging the polarizing filter in the bottom again. Thanks a lot for your time and looking forward to seeing you at the next video.